This guy right here is one of the reasons why it's hard to watch the NBA. I remember growing up, I mean, you couldn't wait to come home and watch NBA. But Zion Williamson, if you don't know, was suspended by the New Orleans Pelicans basically for being late. They said that he had the team flight. He was late for the flight. He's been late to practice. He's barely played this year. I've seen a lot of people in ldbc talking about it, Too Raw and Ticket. Shannon Sharp talked about it, him and Chad. And Shannon Sharp talks about, how he don't want to be there and he's lazy and he care more about eating. He care more about being an all food court instead of all NBA. And man, this is what I gotta say, man. I'm tired of this guy, man. I'm tired of this guy. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of the majority of these new wave of athletes that's coming out. I remember I seen a young lady. She played for Rutgers and she tweeted out why she can't play and blamed her coach. I'm sick of this, man. But yet they'll take all this money, and when people say, well, he don't want to be there, why did he sign a contract? He signed that extension that I believe was up to $230 million. He didn't have to sign it. But see, these athletes, man, they're so soft now, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Adam Silver has a lot to do with it because he didn't let the inmates run the asylum. But what needs to be done, and I hate to say this, but these guaranteed contracts, they gotta go away. Now Zion, the Bensons actually gave him kind of an NFL style contract to where they can opt out or it's not guaranteed if he doesn't meet certain requirements. But this gonna have to be done, man, because these players, they don't mind him, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, they don't mind making $45-50 million a year. You flying on private jets and you got Rolexes and all these model women and everything else. You have all this adulation, but yet you don't want to play. You don't want to play back to back. You complaining about playing 82 games, even though that's your job. And nobody's asking you to be a brain surgeon. Nobody's asking you to design a building. What people are asking you to do is show up to your job that you signed up for to put a basketball through a rim. Zion was supposed to be up next. He was supposed to take the keys to the NBA. The NBA was marketing themselves around Zion. When Zion was at Duke, people couldn't wait. He had those huge deals. I know he signed a huge contract with Jordan, but then Zion, he don't care about that, man. This is the same guy that could have played in a playoff in a play-in game, didn't play because he said, even though they cleared me, Zion don't feel like Zion and I'm not there. He don't want to be in New York. I mean in New Orleans. But let's just say he gets traded to the Knicks, he's going to do the same thing. If he gets traded to the Bulls or the Lakers, he's going to do the same thing. And I seen Chad on Nightcap talking about, well, LeBron them need another missing piece. No, man, he don't care about that, man. These players, these younger guys, the only thing they care about is the glitz and glamour, but they don't want to put the work in. Michael Jordan, if I remember right, he played all 82 games at age 35. Mind you, if anybody deserved to take time off, it could have been him. Michael Jordan can't go nowhere without people giving him so much adulation and he's stopping traffic. He can't even walk through a regular airport. But yet you see him night in and night out. Why? Because he say, man, regular people like us, we pay our hard-earned money, or we pay for league pass and all this other stuff. We want to come watch them play. But yeah, no, man, they don't, man. I'm sorry. And it's not just certain athletes in basketball. It's football. The Tennessee, a lot of the people in Tennessee, a lot of people who play tennis, they're doing that where it's like you want one end, but you don't want to put the work in that comes with it. And it's like, it's hard for us to move on for Zion, man. Like Shannon Sharp said, at 19, we gave him excuses. At 21, at 22, at 23, the man is 24 years old, man. It's time for him to grow up. When you were making, and I'm sorry, man, money in this society, it matters, especially in America. When you're making, let's just say he's making $45 million a year with endorsements. How are you late? You can pay for a personal driver. You can have an assistant. You can have it to where you're never late for anything. Even when it comes to food, oh man, he's in New Orleans, that's hard. Well, how is it difficult when you can pay for a personal chef to cook all your meals round the clock? And to where even if you want it to taste like gumbo, but it's healthy and you can get a vegan chef, anything organic, like there's no excuse for this guy, man. But Zion has always been lazy. And a lot of athletes are like that, man. A lot of them have God-gifted abilities. They're so used to just waking up and doing whatever that they're not used to actually putting in work. That's why Kobe Bryant was so great. Even Michael Jordan, who had God-gifted abilities, was so great because he had to put it in. And, he was even smart and he had a growth spurt and all of that. But the mentality of working hard every single day. Even a Shannon Sharp, who's a Hall of Famer. A Tom Brady, who had, even a quarterback, he didn't have the strongest arm. He couldn't run and none of that. But he still won 7 Super Bowls because he was able to put the work in, man. Zion, He's not going to do it. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And I know he apologized and I'm going to do better, man. He been saying this, man. You know, if it look like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's got to be a duck, man. You know, so some people are calling him a bust. I'm just going to say he is wasting his talent. He's not the first athlete to do this, nor will he be the last. But I just want to get my quick thoughts about it. Like I said, I don't feel sorry for this guy. It is what it is. If I was the Pelicans, I would trade him. But let me know what y'all think.